They are certainly falling behind some of the competition. Who knows why that might be?
Okay, Carl, this is from our false color exposure video. And the question asks, actually it's a statement. It's wild that Sony has cinema cameras that don't or didn't have it. Wild.
Wild, yeah. I mean, they do have exposure tools. Obviously, they have Zebra and things like that. They are certainly falling behind some of the competition in terms of what exposure tools they're prepared to put into their cameras. Who knows why that might be? Personally, I'm a believer that every single camera should have it. If it's even slightly intended for video use, it'd be good to have all of the exposure tools in. Now, waveform has always been the most popular, which is problematic on small cameras. I do acknowledge that. You know, if you've got a tiny little camera and you want a little waveform on the side, Lumix are always quite good at adding that, but it's really hard to use the waveform on Lumix cameras because it's so small on such a little screen. So I can see why they might not want to put something like waveform on the really small cameras. I still think you could probably have an assignable button. Just press the button, the entire screen goes to waveform, and then toggle it back off would still be great. But false color is so much easier because and that's how it works on Lumix and on Canon and all these other brands now that are putting false color into even their smaller cameras and stills cameras. Just toggle it on and off. It just takes over the whole screen and goes again. It's so useful. And it should be up to the camera operator to decide which exposure tools they're most comfortable with using in order to create the best quality work. In my opinion, it shouldn't be down to the camera brand to decide which exposure tools you as an operator should be using. So I personally like to see as many different ones in a camera as possible. I don't really know why Sony isn't playing ball with that yet. Who knows? Maybe sometime soon.
Yeah, hopefully.